Thoth, the God of wisdom, guides my path through the desert of my soul. The sands of time shift and swirl as I search for truth and meaning. Marked by the eye of Horus, I see the secrets of ancient Egypt. The pyramids hold the key to unlocking my inner power. I am a mystic, a shaman of the unknown. I dance between worlds, I am not alone. With every step I awaken my soul and embrace the power within me. I dive deep into the unknown and discover my true purpose. The spirits of my ancestors guide my way as I journey through the stars. I am connected to all that is, and my heart sings with all belong.
Hey, here we are this summer. Wonderful. We're about to do a July readings for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We'll be doing a tarot reading with some oracle cards readings. You're going to be getting a big picture, hopefully, of July for you. I also have notes here and from the videos I've watched on each sign from what I would call an expert, Annie Botticelli. And if I could, I would definitely pay her to teach me and get, certified or whatever it is to learn astrology better. But yeah, go check her out. She's great. And let's get into it. Alright, Aries, we have the 5 aspects of the self here for you in July. Now this is just like a reference to what you might be feeling or thinking or spiritually. The first card here, the spiritual on the top, is Knave of Discs in reverse, which is you're in the spiritual, natural nature of Aries, young. Rules are for chumps, kind of, careless, reckless, spiritual. I don't care, I'm having fun. Whatever happens, I'll be alright. I'll catch myself. Kind of like a Fool card, spiritually, right? But this is more pertaining to Aries. Spirit in nature is to be almost reckless as much as they can be without killing themselves, right? If you're in that, I hope not. But next we have intellect. You have the Hangman in reverse. This is self-deprecating or holding something over your shoulders that you could just let go, and it's like self-sabotage almost. You're in the spirit of recklessness, but it's part of who Aries is, so you can't tell Aries not to be Aries. But at the same time, there's this intellect that's fueling the fire of Aries, and that's been going on for some time, Aries, because Annie Botticelli warns, chill before the coming storm. That's what I wrote as a note. That's not what she said. This is a note I summarized, right? So chill before the coming storm in September and October. Okay, this is a perfect chance because it's nice and comfortable. Well, unless you're in a hot place, you're in Arizona or something. But hopefully you're comfortable. But like as far as like the atmosphere and the energy of Cancer and Leo in July, the transition from Cancer Leo and all that. The water energy here is an opportunity to do some last minute magic before Leo season kicks off, or around July 17th, somewhere around there. So take it easy on yourself. Don't let your mind consume you or your spirit of nature be the only priority, right? Remember, you do have other priorities in life other than having fun, like family or friends or, you know, any other things that are not so reckless is what I'm saying. There are other things you care about that aren't so reckless, right? So, but this is a perfect time to chill, relax, have a good time, enjoy yourself. You don't have to be so aggressive or speak out so much, which leads to the next card here, which is the Queen of Swords down here in your physical nature of yourself, or the physical aspects of the self, which includes, you know, monetary or materialistic aspects, anything that with the physical realm. Queen of Swords in reverse here, she is hiding with secrets or in the shadows with things. That was another thing she said, was may have stealth, secrets, and strategy theme due to water of Cancer and the season and water signs, and also other referencing other transits with Scorpio and stuff. There is a natural order of hidden things, sometimes bad, sometimes good, right? And that connects to your next aspect, which is the social aspect, which is the Eight of Cups. So if you look at these two cards, it's like these people, is she the cat behind the lady or the guy manipulating the social aspect of Aries? Or is she Aries manipulating the physical aspect of Aries or whatever? But still, it's just, you can see there's something there with social and physical workings, the secrets. So don't feel like you have to be included in everything, Aries, because there's things potentially working in your favor, right? But you may have to be aggressive with honesty and cutting off energy if it's potentially not good for you. That may come up. The universe will help you, Aries, provide you with experience or moments in time that you will provide answers with on the fly or at the moment, because that's what you're good at, Aries. You're good at just doing things recklessly and making it look natural or whatever, right? So don't worry, okay? The universe is on your side. One other thing to mention with is the Pallas Athena astrology. I just wrote down here that it represents creative intelligence, wisdom, strategic thinking, father-daughter relationship, justice, and warfare. She's associated with courage, inspiration, strength, and skill. Is also known as the goddess of war and wisdom. She's associated with Aquarius, Leo, and Libra. In the natal chart, Pallas Athena shows where these attributes are unleashed. I can't remember exactly because, you know, I'm not an astrology expert, but I can't remember what she said exactly about that. But there's something in the chart about that is implemented or like keyed here about Aries. Behind the scenes, there are powers at work in your favor, right? Also, your sister Aries, the asteroid, Aries, with disruption, chaos, and conflict. It is considered a powerful force that can bring about sudden changes and unexpected events. Aries is often seen as a challenging influence, but it can also be a catalyst for growth and transformation. All right. So socially, I think you'll be fine. I think ultimately you'll be fine. This is more of reflecting and take your flame down a little bit. You know, if it's just a burning ball of fire, nobody can live there, okay? All right, and you don't want to be alone. So that's why there's there's planets with the sun, right? Because they don't want to be alone. So 7 of Swords here in reverse is your emotional state. So we understand, Aries. It's hard to trust people after what's been done, after what kind of emotional things you've been through. You know, we all want to say we understand and relate, and you're like, no, you don't understand. And that's like a younger mentality of like, they don't 100% understand because they weren't in your shoes when it happened, right? And we understand that too, because we feel the same way about that too, but you take it more personal, more serious, as like, no, you weren't there, right? So Aries, let's just say, okay, they weren't there, but I don't need to be so rah about it, right? Like, I don't want to tell you you're wrong because that's who you are, right? That's like telling somebody not to be them. So be you, but we can all be ourselves at different degrees, right? Some of us can be really intense about who we are, and it's justified at certain moments, and sometimes it's not, right? So that's all I wanted to say about that. Let's continue on with the Seven of Swords in reverse here. This is about trusting the right people and not the wrong people as well, and learning how to trust those people. Because it shows you, someone that would protect like sister and brother, or your father, or whatever it is, your mother, whatever, whoever knows, whatever personal relationship you would take to the max, like you'll protect this, die for this person kind of thing, right? And that's what maybe Aries is looking for as well, okay? In July, but overall, July is going to be, with the 5 aspects of the self, is fine, because you have the 6 of Cups as your underlying message here on the bottom of the deck. So the underlying message, 6 of Cups, is say prosperity, bend the knee and have a little humility at times, and respect the fact that you're not alone, and that we all work together, and that nobody's better than anyone else. We're all just good at different things, or good at being an individual, really. We're all great at being individuals and still working together if we want to. That's the problem. There's the free will part, right? If we want to, okay? So, family and friends are the main point of this time, with abundance attitude being implemented with the 6 of Cups here. New ideas or relaxing, retreating are highlighted in this period towards oneself in the world. Same with the family and friends connections. Health can be healed or recovered in this water Cancer period till Leo season. Then your fire's going to reignited. So like towards the end of the month with the blue moon and all that, you'll feel a little better, and you won't be so like watered down or having to deal with water. So just be at the beach, near the ocean, or be an island and just chill for a little bit for now until Leo season comes, and then you can reignite yourself if that's what you're really wanting. Or you can like become more of a holistic, balanced Aries if you want. It's up to you at this point. Health and healed or recovered in this water Cancer period till Leo, then fire reignited. Authority figure theme towards the end of the month. So be careful that you don't become a tyrant, okay? Try to be a good leader for others. We all know the famous Aries that, did some horrendous things in Germany in World War II. So you don't want to be like that guy, right? So. All right, so next, I have the Oracle cards here. I'm going to pull for your Aries in July. And typically this is going to be, in the future going forward, a bonus thing that you will have to be a member for. So if you aren't on the membership, you're not going to get the bonus Oracle reading, okay? But with it being July, and this is the first month I'm starting this, and July is my Cancer season. I'm King Crab. It's my month. I'll give away a free bonus 5-card Oracle reading with their monthly reading going forward. All right. If you aren't, thanks. No, cut that part out. All right, let's get into it. Alright, Aries from the Sacred Rebel deck, because that's basically what you are spiritually, right? Especially with the Knave of Discs. You're just a spiritual rebel right now. So we have 25. Release the dark wound, let love live. Alright. If we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what it is not yet ready or willing to become, we can unintentionally sap it of its strength and kill it. There is a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishers before you have even written the book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest best-selling pop release, if you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you even given it everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in its grasp. You have to let go with the dark death grip of perfectionism and let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative, and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyously and creatively than fear. You are being asked to honor the path of your own love, what inspires you, what feels exciting, joyful, and perhaps even rather different. Let that live. Release the dark wounding of false belief. There are countless stories of vastly successful artists who very nearly bent the project that was the making of their career because of the deep despair fostered by their own dark nature. They doubted, they were uncertain. Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in the right of a work to come to life, whether it be accepted, revered, or rejected by others or not. They nearly lost their work to fear. Undoubtedly, there have been many times when this has actually happened and the work was not saved, not allowed to live. Do not let this happen to you, whether something is meant to be a commercially oriented venture or a more personal creation for your own therapeutic healing. It must be allowed to be without judgment, without criticism, even without premature evaluation. It must be allowed to be what it is, and only time, love, patience, and attention will reveal it. If you have drawn this card along with the Oracle of Defend to the End, the Worthwell, or the Oracle of New Birth, guarded, cut. I'm not supposed to say that. Cut it all out. Alright, so with that card, it connects the Knave of Discs and the Seven of Swords here with who to protect, how to protect, why to protect. And, don't let the spiritual recklessness ruin those things, because they're more important than you just being reckless or having fun, okay? Alright, next up we have Gabriel, Angel of Heralds. Alright, the guardian that stands beside the gateway between Angel Irium and the rest of existence. Gabriel's lantern points into the seething darkness. It light brings open the unknown and banishes doubt. There is certainty in this light, it fills you. This angel issues no command, it doesn't need to. Shine, little light, shine. The impetus for action burns in you. In fact, you burn in it. Fueling this light. Suddenly you burst forth, blazing the way, piercing the dark, leaving change in your wake. There is light everywhere you tread. You are the light of Gabriel's lantern. The might of this angel does not command you, it aims you. So you have Gabriel assisting you in understanding that, you don't have to do this all alone. It's not, the burdens aren't really all on you, okay? You can share the burdens. You can share the deep feelings, with your guides, your protectors, or whatever you associate with. Alright, next in the center here for the dark mirror I pulled for you is the Temple of My Body. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see that? Yeah, okay. So it says, Succubus-like creature with claws resembling nails holds a very thin silver chain, and the pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. My body is the temple of my soul. It has no secrets to me. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religion customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt, and an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, being shamed by it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept our abusive relationships, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply, when we do things like being too lazy or eat healthily or not eating healthy. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It is our body art. So that's what Cancer in the water is. You're taking a shower, cleanse your body, cleanse yourself. Not like literal. I mean, even, although I hope you're taking showers, right? But yeah, or baths or whatever. All right, and then we have the fox here on the bottom right, which is Enigma, adaptability, shape-shifting. And this has to do with the physical and your mental game. So there's the cross here, the connection. Shape-shifting. So it doesn't mean you become a nightmarish creature. It's that you become a fun-having creature. The reckless, fun-having Aries that is enjoying themselves. But yeah, as a fox, they're intelligent, they're smart about it. They don't just do it all the time. They make sure that their family's taken care of, that that people don't die around them, their cubs, their whatever, their community. So adaptability, enigma, okay, keywords there. All right, and then next we have Pixie Pyro. Cut that part out. Start over. All right, next we have number 36, Pixie Pyro here with the emotional and social game you got going on, Aries, in July. Number 36, let's see here. There's an original you, the you that has always been and will always be you, no matter how much of the outer forms of your body, your work, your lifestyle, your world seem to change. The original essential you is always there within, unique, precious, and just as you were created to be. Within you is an intelligence that helps you adapt to various life circumstances and situations. You might do this consciously or unconsciously, but the point of any type of adaptation is survival. The Pixie Pyro card brings you a message. This is more meant for you in this life than merely surviving. You're actually meant to thrive. The Oracle reminds you that you thrive most fully, abundantly, and deliciously when you are just you, not the version of you that another may prefer, or the one that helps you fit into the crowd, but just original inner child you, as you have always been. Even if that doesn't seem like enough for some people, it is more than enough for you to have the life you deserve that would bring you the most peace, happiness, and love. When the Oracle of Pixie Pyro comes to you, it is time to get back to the essence of you. It might be time to go back to the things you dreamed about in childhood, or something that really feels like it expresses the true you, but that you cast aside for some very logical and sensible reason or other. That might be a talent, passion, or lifestyle you were pursuing, or a deep-seated need to create or express yourself through art, clothing, music, or dance. It's time to reclaim it. From little dreams and childhood fantasies, a full-grown life purpose can blossom. Even if it seems fanciful rather than practical, don't drop the ball. Give yourself a chance to be and be seen, to live and thrive as the real you. You are you for a good reason, not by error, oversight, or mistake. Love yourself and let yourself live, thrive, and express the original genius of you. So, focus on you a little more and not so much on pleasing others or doing what others think of you or what they expect of you, okay? As far as the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords with the secrets and the fox and the shadows and the my body, my temple, and release the dark wounds, let love live. And Gabriel is assisting you in your mind and your spirit. And nobody's telling you you're wrong or bad about being naturally you, okay? It's just a little adjustments here and there, you know, like you gotta turn the dials and change the dials a little bit for the different times you come across, right? You don't go 90 miles an hour around the corner, right? You slow down before the corner, and then you can speed up after the corner. You see what I'm saying? So we're at a corner, Aries here, and Cancer's like, hey, yo, take it back, chill, relax, have some fun, enjoy your family and friends for a little bit before you go off and run off into that wild and crazy unknown life of Aries, okay? Come chill. Let's relax. I'm here for you. Thank you, Aries. I'll see you next time. Latest. Alright, Leo, here we are. Let's get into it. Here's your deck. I pulled the Tarot of the Divine for you, Leo. You got some really special stuff going on this one. Alright, Leo, here we got for your spiritual aspect of yourself in July. It's Knight of Swords. So you're in your natural leadership, intellectual self, spiritual, sun bright, smart, star of the show that knows it all. But see, there lies in the problem here with your intellect here, the Ace of Wands. And it starts from there, right? You might be going through an imposter syndrome, maybe, because people, which is also, it's the social connection as well. The Hermit and the physical. So it's a collective thing here, because you are the leader, you are the star. We all circle around you in some way or another. So this is a holistic big picture thing going on here with you, Leo, okay? This is a Superman advance to a new level kind of thing, okay? Because we all thought Superman was cool. Well, wait till you see the new Superman, okay? So that's what's going on in the theme here. I also have Annie Botticelli's little notes I made from her video on Leo for July. Set in motion things for the future to ride the waves and coming and not be caught stuck on the beach for the first half of July, okay? So get things going out in and into the surf and the wave of creation here, and the flow, ebb and flow of economics or relationships, and the energy, okay? Because, you know, when you break down everything, the only thing that really matters for life is water. Without water, because you can have planets, you can have suns, you can have stars, but without life, without water on a planet in the right place, the Goldilocks, right? Without water there, doesn't matter. There's no life, right? Ultimately. As of the four elements, or the fifth element thing, right? When we're talking about the beauty that is of Earth, okay? And that's what we're getting at, Leo, here. The Ace of Wands, your intellect. You might be at a point where you're having to transform or metamorphose what it is you are or do in your life, your career, your business, your substance. You could be at a midlife crisis, or beginning a midlife crisis. With the physical, the Hermit here. If you don't take it easy and take a break and relax during this Cancer healing family get together, home, enjoy the sun with your family and relax and sit in the sun and drink, or a 7-Up or whatever, a Sprite or whatever, you know, Mountain Dew, whatever it is you like. smoke a cigarette or whatever. Go out and have fun. And try to not feel like you have to be the star of the show. In other words, this is your time. This is your break between scenes, or when you're not the star of the show right now. Okay, Leo. And if you try to be the star of the show still, that connects to the social here with the Page of Wands. That's kind of like childish, like to not like allow others to have their moments in the movie, right? Even though you're the star. It's going to be a horrible movie if you don't let others have their moments, okay? So you gotta, ebb and flow with things. Learn how to ebb and flow, Leo. You're amazing, we all know it, but you don't always have to be there. Sometimes we need you to go relax and take a break. Go do a safety meeting, a smoke break, whatever you want to call it. Because your emotions are going to king of coins, and you're going to advance up. We have a lot here to learn about with the inner circle of one's life. Are the main theme for the month with Cancer, personal space and inner reflection during Cancer energy, high likelihood of abundance time for Leo and Cancer. You don't have to worry about anything, honestly. Truly, out of everybody, you're the one who is allowed to advance without any real hard or hardships, because you're the star and we need you to advance to the next level, because without you advancing to the next level, we could end up falling on our faces and failing, okay? The shadow work opportunity with perfect time of reflect and support. New moon wishes opportunity. Significant moment to bring things to a fullness with the full moon, okay? That's going to be towards the end of the month in Leo season. And happy birthday, by the way, to all you Leos in July. You July Leos. You share the birth month with me, Cancer here. But the fullness with full moon at the end of the month. Fifth dimensional hero advancing at the end of the month, okay? And your birthday, whenever your birthday hits, you're going to be a new fifth dimensional superhero, okay? Sedna astrology is a part of the Western form of astrology that describes the placement of the asteroid Sedna in your birth chart. Sedna is a trans-Neptunian object in the Kuiper Belt region of the solar system near Pluto. Sedna may relate to issues of isolation, separation, betrayal, compassion, spirituality, and transcendence. Sedna's effects are felt more by humanity as a whole than by individual, unless they are strong contacts in your natal chart, which is Leo. You're getting a strong contact here at it moved, okay, and it takes forever to move, and it takes like almost 900 years to move or whatever. So when it moves, it's kind of significant depending on where it is in your chart. But yeah, that's from Annie Botticelli. She said, Leos, you're getting a fifth dimensional superhero moment, advancement, and go take your time off, like the death of Superman, and then come return from after you visit your father as a badass. All right, Superman. All right, next we have the Oracle cards. Usually that would be a bonus for the members only, but this month I'm going to start it off for free, and it's Cancer season, so it's my birthday, so I'm going to give it away for free because I'm cool like that. And so let's get into Oracle readings, bonus round. Oh, before I forget, I forgot the Knight of Wands here as your underlying theme. There are jealousy, issues that we all know about. Everybody's jealous of Leo, okay? So, but that's just an underlying theme, and the more you ignore that and you focus on your fifth dimensional advancement, the better you're going to end up, okay? I forgot to mention that. The Knight of Swords is your underlying theme, okay? It's in reverse. That's why I said it's jealousy, or like people hating on you, or you feel like people are hating on you, or you feel like, the criticism, it shouldn't be warranted, or isn't warranted, or shouldn't be even spoken, or whatever. Whatever your arrogance about, Leo, we know, we get it. You're fluffy lion that loves everybody or whatever and wants everybody's attention. We get it, Leo. You want a perfect paradise about you. We get it. All right. But yeah, no, don't let that bother you. Let it slide like it's you just hanging out with your friends and you giving each other shit and laughing about it, okay? That's all it is, all right? Chill. You're all right. Alright, Leo, before we continue on here with the oracle cards, don't forget, raise your frequency and high vibe to bring up others as the hero and leader is a note I made of the Anna Botticelli July astrology reading, or astrology for Leo. First off, we have Eye of the Needle up here. Alright, this is your emotional and spiritual connection message. Number 17. If you look through the eye of a needle, what do you see? Some in the experience of being so singularly focused on the task ahead that it becomes natural to remove everything that is superfluous. Superfluous? Fluous? Every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is, in this case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. This is the only way you'll get what you need. True discernment with the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. Winnow, W-I-N-N-O-W. Eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented to the other side. The needle can mend, can sew things together to make something meaningful and new. You're experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish, so you are laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. So you emotionally feel and you spiritually feel like you're threading the needle and it's hard, but you're Superman and you can do it. That's what the universe is telling you. So Leo, you got this. Relax. Just kidding. It's all good. Alright, next up we're going to go with this card here. We pulled Awe, Ecstasy, Aquarius, number 11. I don't know if you can see that, right? And you make sure I was doing that right. Yeah, okay, cool. Aquarius, let's see, awe, ecstasy. A feeling of wonder and awe is a connection to your humanity and happiness. This is a need for the surrender of total beauty and awe. You are surrounded by earthly and universal beauty if you stop to observe. Wonders are all around you. Beauty is a source of healing. Most humans share a connection to wonder and the beauty of ecstasy. Humans gather for music. We love light displays like fireworks. We generally get awed by the beauty of the landscape. A wild animal in sunsets and sunrises. Ganymedes was said to be the most beautiful mortal man. He was a prince of Troy and the son of King Tros. He came to the attention of Zeus, who was awestruck by the beauty of his youth. Zeus turned himself into an eagle, and as Ganymedes walked across the meadow, he abducted him and grasped the youth in his talons and flew him to Olympus. The alternate story is that the goddess of the dawn, Eos, a great beauty herself, saw Ganymede, Ganymede, and took him for herself. Zeus heard the young man's pleas and took him to the halls of Olympus. Ganymede became the god's cupbearer of ambrosia and was eventually made immortal. He was raised up into the sky as Aquarius, the cup of water bearer. Ganymedes' cup forms the constellation crater with Aquilia, the eagle nearby. The two brightest stars are Alpha and Beta Aquarii. All right, Leo, don't let your mind sidetrack or distract you or remove you from the awe and ecstasy that is going to happen for you when you go to the fifth dimensional superhero Superman self. All right, the new Superman is coming and you're gonna awe and ecstasy. Don't get caught in your mind thinking otherwise or doubting yourself or feeling imposter syndrome or thinking you're not the one. It's just, try to be a little more focused on the evolution of thyself in the way that brings about a new age or is the new age or shows the high vibe. All right, next, Leo, we have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. I mean, if you're fifth dimensional, you can do anything, right? Or almost anything. So there's a portal, Leo. Let's see what it says. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use the moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into the new reality. This is a time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. What would you most like to experience? Is the question at the end. So you got a portal to anywhere. It's like the skeleton key portal to anywhere. All right, you got the skeleton key of the codes or the passcodes and you know how to enter it and figure out where you want to go. Okay, so go. No, you're doing great. So keep it up. All right, so next we have the Ace of Wands and the Hermit connection here with the intellect and the physical. So low vibes here is the message. It says things that lower your vibration: judgment, criticism, worry, self-judgment, being unkind. Pay attention to what you are saying. Focus on the good things happening around you. Nobody is perfect. Be gentle with yourself and try saying it in a positive, hopeful way. So when even on those you look down on and you're criticized because they're not high vibing and they're not going to where you are, and you're like, oh, see, or you don't realize that you're judging, you're being judgment, and that's where the social connection comes in, where people are like, dude, you're an arrogant asshole prick sometimes, but that's because you're just wanting the best for everybody, and we understand that, but it's like a little pushy or like tyrannical, almost a little bit, tiny bit. It's like a forced upon feeling almost that you're broadcasting with your ego and you're talking to others. It's like you're almost a dictator, but not quite. And you're like, dude, I'm thank God just now it's not all up to you. Like, you know what I mean? That's why you're not alone though, okay? Because if it was all up to you, you would be alone, okay? So nobody's perfect. Remember that. Don't be in low vibes criticizing everybody or anybody, really. Criticizing those below you. That's the arrogance of Leo. They like to criticize people below them or who they think is below them. Alright, finally, last card here. Oracle message, Leo, is review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold, okay? So you might have to lighten your burden on your responsibilities and give somebody else the responsibilities to do those things for you, okay? The book says here, taking responsibility is binary in nature, and like a coin, there will always be two sides to it. On one side, if the responsibility is not ours to hold, it can be drained and harmful. On the other side, if the responsibility is ours to hold, it can be very empowering. There are certain aspects of ourselves There are certain aspects of ourselves that only we can be responsible for. Otherwise, we are giving our personal power away. Moreover, if we hold responsibility for another person, it can hinder their growth process and possibly damage our relationship with them. If you have pulled this card, then there might be an imbalance in your life regarding responsibilities. Inner work exercise. Take some time to practice responsive journaling. First, by asking yourself if you have given away your power by not taking responsibility for something, and second, by asking yourself if you are carrying something that does not belong to you. Once you have written down your answers, ask yourself how you can implement change around your relationship with responsibility in your life today. It can be equally hard to release responsibilities as it can be to take them up. So be gentle with yourself in this practice and know that it can take some time to accomplish. This card does not refer to releasing responsibilities that are necessary for our well-being and the well-being of those we are responsible for, such as children and pets. If you find yourself overwhelmed by current responsibilities and you're working away from family or away from, because you're responsible for spending time with your children, right? So yeah, please be encouraged to seek and help your family, friends, and qualified professionals if you find yourself overwhelmed by current responsibilities, right? Okay. So the inner child of you will be refusal to assistance at times in the social aspect, or you might have social friends who are not cooperative to what your needs are, so you might have to find professional help So, and your emotions are, you're king of coins on your emotions. It's not that. It's not, that's not necessarily the issue. It's the focus on becoming the Christ-like person, or like the Superman 2.0, okay? And that's going to do it, Leo, for your monthly reading here with astrology assistance, hints, and tips, or whatever I can figure out and find for my readings to advance them to another level for you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, everybody, if you haven't already. All right, Sag, here we are. It's your turn. Sagittarius. Let's start off with the astrology aspect here for Andy Botticelli. Any plans or projects going forward can be done now with the home and relaxing demand of your life now. We'll start with that here. So let's get into it. All right, Sagittarius, we got High Priestess here in your spiritual aspect of yourself, but it's in reverse. So you're caught up in the 3D realm aspects of your life. Very much so. You have 4 major arcanas, and they're all in reverse. I don't know what's going on, but deep relationships with any kind of finances are highlighted here. Personal desires with personal environment will improve in a bit way, or a big way, either way. Personal desires with personal environment. The more of Sagittarius in the chart, the more you get kisses from the alignments when Leo season hits. So your intellect is also not in good faith or alignment or association with what you truly desire or what you truly want in life. There's something off in July. The Magician here, because your mind and your spirit are off. Your physical is off. I don't know if it's because of what happened over the last 4 years, and you got caught up in some storm or tornado. I mean metaphorically, not literally, or maybe literally. I don't know. Socially, you have the Hermit in reverse, so you're not getting the needed breaks, or you have a lot on your shoulders. You're always busy. You're always doing something. You're taking care of everybody, and you're doing all the work. And maybe people aren't helping when they need to, or whatever it is. There's a lot going on. You have a lot on your shoulders. You're busy. Leadership can become very apparent and shine your light, though, Sagittarius. Leo's taking a break, and maybe it's a lot of what Leo does is falling on you, Sagittarius. Your emotions are like all over the place, fighting with yourself, fighting with others. It's just stressful, and it's not like you're verbal about it. It's just an emotional. It's in your heart. It's everywhere. It's all over. Oh yeah, and the Devil in reverse is your underlying atmosphere, so it's like a bit trying to break the chains of whatever it is that may not be best for you. You're trying to break free of it or develop a better way of going about your life without any kind of hiccups or obstacles. That's the underlying image, I guess, or theme for Sagittarius in July. You want to like get through the adventure you're on right now smoothly, and like get back from the sails of your adventure, like, and return home. You're like out like the Odyssey from Homer. You're out in the ocean on your way home, and you just want to safely get home, but there's so much going on, right? So you're Odysseus, I think it was, right? The hero of of Homer's story, the Greek story, the old Greek story. You also have expansion. Okay, expansion, energy, and personal relationships and positions in life. Oh yeah, that's right. So with Jupiter right now, there's some assistance. So you have some assistance with expansion energy, growing, and that's probably why you're so busy, because you're growing. Personal relationships and positions in life. Blue moon could bring out secrets, though. Be careful. You should have been prepared to handle secrets if you are hiding any, and if not, be prepared to deal with the consequences. If not, there might be secrets other people have on you that come out. So it might be the flip side of that. Instead of internal, it might be outwardly coming in. Financial boost and realignment and potential for expansion on materials. Opportunity of growth and expansion is the main point of these aspects. Okay. All right, so bonus round. You want to watch the oracle readings? Here we go. If not, I appreciate you watching so far. This is typically going forward going to be part of the membership only thing, and I'm going to do it free. It's Cancer season. Yeah, I feel good. It's my season. I'm a Cancer, so I appreciate you being here, and we'll get into it right now. right, Sagittarius, from the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck here, we have first quarter moon assessing. So assessing the situation, actually. And it's number 9. Assessing. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on the assessment. I am enjoying movement and choosing, moving and choosing. I have begun your journey and now it is time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision. You have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey it's a wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along a pathway and we keep going even if it seems like that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we have gone too far to turn around, and so we settle on a journey and destination that doesn't really suit us or satisfy us. However, if we had just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. Now's the time to look carefully at all aspects of your life, especially the areas in which you have set some intentions or goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? Do I still want that same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you can do to maintain momentum and head towards what you now desire. Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has a high payoff for us if we bother to do it well. Doing it well means we really look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing this by consulting a trusted friend and finding where negative repeating patterns are and looking for the cause. Shining a light on a blind spot and taking action to shift it is one of life's big catalysts for change. So a companion stone or metal for this is azurite, it says. All right, so it's assessing, and that's with the spiritual and the emotional. That's the emotional. So you might get caught off guard thinking everything's bliss, or you're working really hard and you're not paying attention to something when you are paying attention to something else, or whatever. You get caught off guard, someone sideswipes you, whatever. This is telling you to assess the situation as much as possible as you can during these times. Warning, careful, you can get tripped up. There's speed bumps that could come up and you might pop yourself up somewhere into somebody's yard or whatever. So be careful, okay? All right, next we have the Eagle King from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, because you're Sagittarius, the big picture, angelic help. So I picked this Oracle deck because you're a Sagittarius anywhere in your chart. All right, so the big picture, angelic help, ally. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now. Even if you can't see where you're going, the Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up toward the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. Alright, so he challenges you to see a higher purpose to events. Not everything is meant to come to pass according to your specifications. If you can't see the forest for the trees, stand back for a while and let the eagle fly high on your behalf, for they can see the top-down view and see the whole forest for you. Perhaps it's time to speak to someone who has objectivity and an ability to see the bigger picture where you don't. Just remember that even when things don't go the way you expect, there's always a reason for the detour. All right, so that's your mind and spiritual aspect of your self-connection, and some guidance or guides and assistance there. Alright, Sag, you get a Wisdom of the Oracle. This one can be a little extensive, but it's round and round card for you here. Let's see what it says. Number 25, by the way. So the essential meaning is the spiritual quality, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break. Revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So the Oracle's message here is the appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is that you are standing at a higher You're standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. That goes back to the Eagle King here, reference. Relationship message, are you wondering how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar. Don't be surprised that you've found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. So your qualities, okay? Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. So if there's some kind of relationship message you need to hear, here it is. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. If you're in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past in your work life, it is because you're being invited to see what you couldn't see before. This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be the part of your journey to prosperity. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? What are the familiar signs and your responses to them? When you find yourself in a repeat of a pattern of the past, it's a good time to get a coach or mentor who can help you see what you can't on your own. Repeat what works, not what doesn't. Then you will free yourself from the old cycles and cease going round and round. So there's a protection message here. Are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have surrendered now to the fact that the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit wants for you. Alright, next up from the Healing Waters deck, we have the Sacred Well. Replenishment, self-care, giving from a place of plenty. Alright, the Sacred Well is a resting place, a recovery place, a healing place. It's somewhat where weary travelers to be replenished. A place where we can receive and resource in order to go back out into the world and give. As the adage says, we can only give to others what we've given to ourselves or have ourselves been given. How full is your inner well? Are you giving from a place of overspilling plenty, or are you overextending and giving from parched land? Self-care has come to be regarded as a somewhat frivolous, luxurious practice. However, self-care is much more fundamental than that. It's about resourcing ourselves in a rhythmic way. This doesn't necessarily need to involve splurging on an expensive spa break or vacation. It could simply be taking time out in nature with the sun on your back. It could be spending an extra 5 minutes each morning to slowly drink your cup of tea, or running a bath with essential oils when the children are asleep. If you're relying on our reserves to sustain us, eventually our inner well will run dry. And when we reach this place, it takes an awful lot to return to a state of balance. Do you feel guilty for putting yourself first? Do you question whether you should give yourself what you really truly yearn for? How can you prioritize your energetic well-being? The sacred well is calling us to come home to it and to frequent it in a rhythmic way. How are you being called to fill up in your inner well? Alright, Sagittarius, so that was sacred well for your physical and mental aspect of your life. Now we're on the social and emotional aspect of your life here. 45, sad embrace. Loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations were met, a sense of loss arises, along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured, whatever the loss, however great it is. Let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Alright. There could be an opposite meaning for this if that wasn't, so accurate. There's a reverse side to this, so let's see if this more, give this a chance, see if it resonates more. It says, are you suffering over your suffering? Do you feel that life is treating you unfairly and that you've been robbed or deprived or what you're entitled to? Do you long for a love that eludes you or the success that has been bestowed upon others? Righteous anger and a sense of entitlement led to a trap of ego. Your suffering and loss will pass if you let them. If you hold on to your perception or unfairness, then you'll find yourself in its tight grip, unable to breathe freely. The only solution is to drop your victim stance and embrace the sadness so that it may dissipate naturally in time. Trials and tribulations build character, which is its own gift. Find something to be grateful for and take responsibility for your part in all matters. However painful it may be to sit with your sadness, remember that you are loved and will not be left adrift forever. Have faith, for this too shall pass. You are not a victim, only a traveler on a hero's journey. It's okay to be disappointed for now, but know that someday you'll look back and see great value in this experience. Alright, Sag, that was your reading. Thank you for being here. Appreciate watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing, because you're a wonderful human being who does those kinds of free things that doesn't take any energy from you other than clicking the little buttons. It's not a big deal, so I appreciate you. If not, I appreciate you either way because you came here and you watched, so thank you. Don't forget, check out all my other videos. I got some great AI Emerald tablet videos. Those are cool. I'm still working on those. And I also do the timeless oracle messages from King Crab Cancer, doing my thing. And then I have the 2024 predictions videos. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing 2025 prediction videos as well. All right. Check you later. Thank you, guys.